The challenges lies more from a leadership culture change. It is not the challenge that the actual women, young miners have to deal with themselves. It's more of the leadership. If we need to change the culture in terms of how we think, in terms of how we receive these youngsters. From a women point of view, obviously they come to an industry with which they don't know much about, and you know, with the youngsters, the expectations are different, especially with your young generation from the .com part point of view. Their work ethic is different. Mining industry is very hard. It's a very tough environment. You need a certain personality. You know, most of our bosses will normally say mining is not for sissy. And you know, you would appreciate that because of the labor intense, means of survival of the industry. The challenges that the youngsters, young women will most probably face is more the fit, in terms of fitting to the industry. That fit can come across from a lot of things. It could be because they just don't understand the industry, they just don't understand the culture, because we're taking on the generation that it's a more younger generation post 1994. And your post 1994 generation see things differently as your pre 1994 generation, and in that I believe that you can find yourself having quite a big gap in terms of trying to make the parties work together. But the biggest challenge is really in terms of the labor intense of the industry, and the nature of the job that we do in the industry from a technical point of view. It could be, the biggest challenge could be the lack of skills that we still don't really have as a country. The other challenge could be the lack of fast advancement. Women are looking to progress, but then it doesn't happen overnight. And companies might just find themselves and face a challenge of not having to retain some of these women purely because the expectations are not aligned with the individual, visions. So from a female perspective point of view, in terms of the mining sector, I would say the biggest challenge really is more the cultural fit.